It began with a childish desire to see deeper. According to an article in the Royal Society, in the late 17th century, Dutch draper Antage van Leeuwenhoek used a combination of magnifying glasses to view the individual threads in his linens. Antage went on to combine these magnifying lenses in a small cylinder to create a basic light microscope, which he utilized to view small biological samples of items such as bones, plants, and human tissue. This began the legacy of the light microscope, a powerful medical device rooted in a history of magnifying tissue and medical samples to create accurate diagnoses. Over the years, several more scientists such as Ernest Abbe, who solved the problem of chromatic aberration, and August Kohler, who developed a method for reducing glare, improved upon the light microscope to make it the powerful tool it is today. However, while the light microscope may be a useful medical device, in countries such as the United States of America, it has been pushed aside in modern hospitals due to the false, privileged impression that the light microscope is an archaic, weak tool. The light microscope is like a bridesmaid. Beautiful, but never the bride, never in the spotlight. According to an article published in the Oxford University Press, there's a great deal of ignorance in developed countries regarding the power of the light microscope. It is mainly used as an educational tool and not as an actual medical device due to the emergence of more expensive, powerful technologies such as large electron microscopes and scanners in the 20th and 21st centuries. This lack of usage presents an ethical dilemma. Many light microscopes are pushed aside for more expensive devices in developed nations. According to an article published in the American Council on Science and Health, the high cost of expensive, advanced devices can create hospital bills and increase them greatly. The gradual shift from light microscopes to these more expensive devices made the price of healthcare skyrocket and also put thousands of old microscopes in hospitals to waste. Graveyards of old microscopes reflected the decay of the healthcare system in the United States and also the decay of the quality of devices like microscopes. According to the same article I referenced earlier, as newer devices were introduced to the US medical market in the late 20th century, the manufacture and quality of light microscopes went down. This led to even less use of the light microscope and also coerced lower income hospitals to rely on more expensive technology that their constituents could not support. While more expensive devices may see a small increase in accuracy, the modern light microscope is still a powerful enough device to handle major biological imaging. The light microscope, as you can see here, utilizes compound lenses, a combination of many different lenses, in order to magnify images. The base of the microscope contains a light source called an illuminator, right over here, which lights up the image. The light then travels to the Abbe condenser, which concentrates the light into the iris diaphragm, which allows us to view the image clearly. One can think of the light microscope like an assembly line. Each step of the process adds a little bit to the image until it's ready for us to see. The light microscope itself is extremely versatile. It's compatible with most regular slides and can be used in a variety of different environments. According to the same Oxford article I referenced earlier, the light microscope is strong and versatile enough to be a powerful medical tool in modern hospitals, but it is still highly underutilized and relegated to being a simple learning tool. Thankfully, however, the light microscope is not completely unused in modern medicine. It is still being used in a variety of creative ways that can be expanded on in the future that displays usefulness and versatility. Researchers from Cold Spring Harbor Laboratories were able to utilize the flexible setup of a light microscope and its powerful imaging capabilities to capture slide images of moving slides. You can have moving tissue that's captured by a light microscope. That's stronger than what most electron scanners can do. This discovery is another great example of the dilemma of the microscope. It's a powerful, cheap device that could provide millions with affordable diagnoses, but has been looked down upon and pushed aside to the classroom due to the emergence of new technology. People don't like the idea of going back to something old, even though it's better. However, this dilemma has two sides. Since the light microscope was shunned from the developed professional world, many began to use it as an experimental medical device in developing countries who cannot afford expensive imaging machinery. Researchers from UC Berkeley recently developed a simple light microscope, as you can see here, that's compatible with a cell phone camera, which allows people in countries like Haiti and Bolivia to take pictures of slides and get diagnoses by uploading them online. While the light microscope may be a powerful medical device, due to the development of the more advanced imaging technology in the late 20th and 21st centuries, it is still being shunned in many developed countries in favor of more expensive medical technology, which causes the price of healthcare in countries like the US to increase past what many Americans can afford. However, there is hope for the future, with researchers around the world developing more uses for the light microscope and giving it the potential to save lives and finally gain the recognition it deserves. Thank you.